Hello, everyone. My name is Akanksha Gaur, and today I would like to take this opportunity to discuss about my story, which I first came to Australia. I was always very skeptical of the ambience and the acceptance that I would get when I first walk into this country, which is fresh like a flower. There were thoughts that invoked a feeling of apprehension when surrounded with people of different nationalities. So, my story of inclusion starts when I started working at a company called Apple in Sydney, which was one of the flagship stores here in Australia. My role was of a business specialist. So, the first vibe was hands on positive when I first walked into the company because it stands for its inclusivity and supportive environment for every individual, starting from our clients to our colleagues and the people of different strata within the same company. As an immigrant, I was quite arduous to fetch job opportunities. I remember that it was during COVID-19 that I started working at Apple. And apparently, it was a company that promoted multilingualism. People were appointed from different diversities and nationalities. We even had people from different groups of like specially abled individuals or people with different hearing or visual disabilities too. So, for instance, I am a bilingual, so this would allow me to talk to people in two different languages. In a way, it would promote companies' growth, but it would also give acceptance to my identity into the company. And this was the first place where I felt inclusive. We would also have events like the NIDOC week where we would celebrate and give reference to the First Nation people of this land. I also felt that inclusion starts when we welcome everyone, and the credo was that we want to create a place where everyone is welcomed by everyone. So I observed that we had uniformity in our dress code too, which is another great example for us to feel equal without any hierarchical difference and have equity when any job opportunity or another role would come into place. And this would allow all of us to apply for it, regardless of what position we are working in the company at. This enabled me to believe that workplace practices were of an egalitarian model to include people and embrace their thoughts and values in the system. We would also have scenarios of biases, like people would have racial statements coming up, but as a company we would stand up against it more fiercely and not accept anything that would nefarious. So inclusion does not mean that we welcome something which is not correct. We welcome something that is right, and we always embrace positivity. So the structure of the company also had a ramp, which means that people with wheelchairs are also accessible and they're also welcome inside the store. It was a learning experience for me altogether, which is why I'm sharing this story. Because today, as an educator, I feel more confident in order to support children irrespective of their additional needs, or children on the autistic spectrum, or children with a slower developmental growth. I believe I can design curriculum which manifests or matches their abilities and enhances the capacity to improve on their skill set. The idea to choose this story was to shine a spotlight where I embarked my journey as a complete novice who learned and harnessed the dimensions to break language, background, speech, cognitive, and physical barriers, and allow people from all backgrounds to embrace and inspire from the rich diversity that we all hold. On so many grounds, when I look back in retrospect, I realize that this place made me grow as a human being, to treat people with utmost respect and humility, to listen more than I react, and to understand more than I presume. And this has allowed me to discern and make plausible efforts to nurture my growth and practice ethically in this education industry, which stands for its leading educators who are trying to make a change every second in the life of young kids who are going to be the future generations. Thank you.